It's a beautiful and breezy afternoon at McWhorter Stadium in Clemson, South Carolina. The Winthrop Eagles come a-calling.
Eagles leads the team in RBIs, home runs, among the leaders in batting average.
For the Eagles, Rivas, Temple, and McCall due up in the top of the first inning. You see
pitch, as everybody knows is familiar with the Clemson team, is her changeup. Her
infield way in. This went about 3 feet, and she's so quick, she beats it out down the line for an infield single. And from Handover, Virginia, the senior. Winthrop would like nothing more than to put a run or two up in. This Clemson Tigers team, that one's hit out toward right field. One hop into the right fielder's hands. Jacobson snags it, and two back.
McCall up, who is an offensive tool.
A very pivotal pitch here early in the game. Off-speed pitch, swung on and missed, strike three. Pull the string on that one.
That out of her, and maybe that'll get her to take a deep breath.
McAlliard, the sophomore.
Set it up, because if you don't, they'll sit down on it, and it can be a problem.
Fires the heat buyer, and 2 consecutive strikeouts after the...
Trying to talk about earlier is that was set up.
That's Donald Maddox. Behind the plate, Marina Knowles.
Her 19th pitch coming up.
It's hit toward short. Logaleo scoops it up, has to hurry the throw. Cagle with the stretch for out number 3. Off for the Tigers here, due up in the bottom of the first. Logaleo, Moore, Oda, Hyatt, Davenport.
15-9 with the 1.86 ERA. I mean, she's won 15 out of the teams. They've shook up the lineup a little bit to get the pop up toward the top.
Clark hits one. One hopper to third base, and a nice snag by McAlliard. Incredible numbers across the board that we'll share with you throughout the broadcast. She leads the ACC in her 18th home run of the season over the weekend. That's the most ever by a Clemson Tiger. She leads the country in home runs, or tied for the lead.
It was a nice pickup for her to come down for her graduate year.
Yeah.
Down from Duke.
John Rittman, he's done a great job with it, mixing that with all the young talent that he recruited. Cagle got a really late jump, and she's going to be out at second base, trying to steal second, and that's a costly out.
You see the way, did you see Cagle look in?
Yeah. So 3-1 now to Jacobson, hits one into center field. McCall settles under it for out number 3. So Georgia. Millie Thompson back for her second inning of work in the circle. That one is slapped over towards Logaleo. She had to go in the hole to grab it. Got a glove on it. But Van House will be at first base.
If they start the runner now, somewhere within this at bat, not necessarily this pitch. Yes, to Winthrop. That is just how it is. And you see the runner goes.
And they call her out at second base, and she can't believe it. You could see Van House's body.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
Chelsea Roberson hits the first one. Logaleo tracks it down in short left field. That's going to be the 4th hit of the...
And then they've had the 2 that kind of got through this inning.
When hit back up the middle, will go all the way to center field. And that's hit number 5 for Winthrop off Millie Thompson already, but they don't have anything to show.
But that would have probably scored a run.
It would have. Well, maybe. You've got Clark in center.
I think, but there's more slap hitters than there are really good slap hitters, because if
1-2 from Thompson. Off speed. Hit out to second. And they tag the runner. Well, foot.
Got her on the left leg. Now, if they change this call before going to replay.
Be more unassisted. Ends the top of the second. Tigers coming up to bat.
Well, maybe I should just let that go.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you might want to stop.
Some of them are just funny. That ball's hit well.
And Logaleo hammers one to center field, but again, right into the teeth of that.
You want her to swing.
So I'm being told by our crackness, Scott, is that hazard pay might be due for us at some point. Maddie Moore gets the walk.
We were dodging shrapnel.
Chits.
Oda is a hard-nosed competitor. I love both.
2-2 to Oda. Swung on and missed, strike 3. The throw down to second base, not in time. So Maddie Moore steals second. She'll be there with 2.
Maddie Moore beats it out easily. But hold that long for her.
All right, hits one toward third. Scooped up. thrown over to first for out number 3. So 2 good innings.
And her job right now is to keep things as they were to Millie Thompson. So this may have been a planned.
The 2-2 to Temple. Hit to short. Logaleo to Cagle for out number 1.
No matter how well or poorly you pitch, you still have to score.
Another one to Logaleo. Over to Cagle. Out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Brooke McCubbin here in the top of the. Ella McAlliard. It's the first one. Boy, I thought that was going to spin back fair for just a second, but that's strike 1. Option in a game. You could do that with Valerie Cagle if you moved her around.
Well, you could.
1-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. So strikeout number 1 for McCubbin, strikeout number 4. Davenport, 1-1 the count to her. Reese Basinger in the circle for
Campbell, having a big year.
Was hit back up the middle. Basinger fielding her position well, also out number 1.
By Jacobson's bat and the fielding. Mother-in-law Judy out in California takes notes on everything that's done. The Rittman family and the extended family are a big-time softball family, so they take notes.
Clark hits one high and deep to left field. Wind keeps that one in. Van House catches it.
Leading off the next inning, Micklish was thrown out.
And can Cagle hit one in the gap? Yes, she can. Hits one. Cut off by the left fielder. McLesh is going to go. We're going to have a play at the plate. She comes sliding in, and she is safe. Valerie Cagle with the
ball game just kept her wound up. She comes flying around third. There was a play at the plate, and she gets in just under the tag. We said you got to hit doubles today.
Caroline Jacobson now with a runner in scoring position. Would love to change that number to a crook. It's 2-0. She does just that. Single up the middle. Cagle rounds third. Throw to the plate's going to be cut off. Jacobson tries to go down to second. She'll be thrown out there. But
that's something that we've not talked about that I think is very important as you see Cagle retire Smith for the.
One of those 5 hits we just mentioned. First pitch over to Davenport to Cagle, and 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. See Clark's numbers right there. Just hit to short. Logaleo fires to Cagle. 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the 4th.
For years here at Clemson, she was a little bit of a utility player.
Yeah.
Played some outfield.
Logaleo's had some really good swings. Just gets up under that one. Van House catches it for out number 1.
And she certainly isn't going to get any help.
7 home runs, 21 RBI. Pops that one up into short right field. Second baseman Temple will go back and grab it. Out number 2.
No doubt in my mind that they would be well coached. But they do. They play very.
A generous strike call there to make it 2-1. Oda hits one out to left field. Van House grabs that one for out number 3. And singled her first time up. McCubbin came in the top of the 3rd. It's hit slowly out to short. Logaleo is going to have to hurry. Fires to first base. We've got Lily Stump at the plate. She had a single her first time up. A nice bunt back to McCubbin. Over to Maddie Moore covering first base.
Sitting here, you're calling a ball game with Grandpa Simpson.
Another bunt. Well played to get the runner at first.
The group of umpires nestled behind home plate, vocal on balls and strikes.
Chop to second. Moore goes down to one knee. Fires it over to Valerie Cagle. 3 scoreless innings now.
They expect to have her back, but they don't really know when. It's one of those nagging things. And there is an infield hit.
Reedy Davenport steps, see if she's going early. Davenport hit one back to the mound the first time. And that's another fantastic throw by Roberson to nail one of the.
Very good throw, man. I mean, nails. I mean, absolutely. And don't 60% through this game.
kind of popped into short right field, and Rivas will make the play. And Logaleo's hit to center might have been off the wall or maybe even out.
That's good.
Hits that one to center field up in that wind we were just talking about. McCall makes the play for out number 3.
But everything else, as John Rittman, and he is the head coach, and he's done a great job. As you see, a line drive hit to Maddie Moore for the first out. But the dugout, you see there was a fly ball I think Logaleo is going to handle, and she does. She got 4 RBI. She does have 1 home run.
That's on his couch at home, and we're piping him in.
Very hurtful.
2-2 hit to Logaleo. Over to Cagle. 1, 2, 3, top of the 6th for but that's been enough so far. They lead this one 2-1. New pitcher in the circle for the Jacobson due up. And you don't want to put Mackenzie Clark on the base paths, but you just somehow lifted her batting average to 489. Hits the first one a mile in the air and deep into right field.
And did you see that ball get blown? Y'all only scored 5.
Big cut by Jacobson, swung on and missed, strike 3.
And then he would always tell me, yep.
Logaleo has hit the ball hard twice to the outfield, hits it hard to third, knocked down by Martin, throw over to first for out number 3. So 3 outs away from the win. Are headed to the top of the 7th.
You got.
And come celebrate with her team after the 2-0 win. That one hit to left field. Great break on the ball by McClash, out number 1.
We have seen Miklish do that
here and tie this thing up, but they got some work to do against Brooke McCubbin if they're going to pull that off.
Yes, they do. And 50 on the year, 2 for 8. Not a lot of. Look at that. There you go. Give me a chance, Coach.
Roberson's done a great job. I've been in field back. They'd love to turn 2 and put this one in the books. It's hit out towards center field. Mackenzie Clark tracks it down. Out number 2.
Yeah. Now you take off here.
It's going. Let's hit out towards center. Mackenzie Clark catches it for out number 3. The Clemson Tigers move to 41.
Brooke McCubbin came in and did what she exactly needed to do. The news is they got the win, and now they got to get themselves ready because in a couple of days